Andrew McGahan here alongside Gunnar Nelson, UFC in London. Gunny, your coach John released a vlog yesterday, and the one thing I have to ask you, just to follow up, why do you enjoy training UFC the most?
Well, it's training UFC. It's just I really enjoy the sport, and there's various of reasons why I do this, and I'd say one of them is I basically love doing this, and I started doing this when I was young. And I think when you've done something for such long, it just becomes a big part of you, and going to the gym and training is just such a big part of my life, and it's my passion. I love doing it.
Gunny, what's different this time around from your first fighting in Nottingham? Was it no nerves? Was it a better fight camp? The whole experience, was it smoother this time around?
It was similar, Before this fight, it was kind of similar preparation. The fight was more difficult, obviously. It went 3 rounds, and Santiago is a great fighter, and I definitely see some things that I want to improve on now, and I'm very happy about this fight. It's a great experience for me, and I look forward to getting back in the gym.
And Conor McGregor was over training with you before Christmas and for a while. How do you think he will fare now in the UFC? Do you think he helped you a lot for this fight? Because you're both under the same coach, but you're both opposite ends of the spectrum. You are the most laid-back man in the world. Conor seems to be one of the most aggressive.
Yeah, we're definitely very different, but we get along well, and I definitely learn a lot from Conor. He's a very different fighter than I am, and we can we get along, and we can teach each other a lot of good things, and I do believe he's gonna fit like a glove here in the UFC. There's no other place for him than the UFC.
MMA in Iceland, you told us a year ago, has picked up a little bit now. With you in the UFC in the last 12 months, how has it grown? Is there more members coming to Molyneux and stuff like that?
Yeah, there is. There's a lot more guys training now, and I'd say in the last 2 years it's picked up the most. Especially the comp team, the guys that are starting to fight now. There's about maybe 20 guys that train in our competition team on a good day.
This time last year we spoke to you about the many facial expressions of Gunnar Nelson. Is it true a condom of you has been released in Iceland?
Well, it's not my condom. It's just it was just an advertisement, for safe sex in Iceland.
Have you got any invitations to come train in America or anything like that, or are you going to stay in Iceland, get John over, you come over to Ireland, do a bit of training here?
Well, I'll definitely go to Henzo Gracie Academy again. I go there a lot, and I'll definitely go there again and train for a while. The guys there are good friends of mine, and that's kind of become like a second gym to me. So I'll definitely go there again.
And just one last thing, Gunnar. A lot of people are saying, with no real justified reason, that perhaps you should drop down to lightweight. Tonight you had your first big test with Santiago coming down from middleweight. Do you think you coped well against a bigger welterweight, and do you see it being a problem in the future?
Oh, I don't think the size was any problem. I definitely see some things that I want to work on, and I'm very excited about that, but don't think the weight is any problem.
Thank you very much, Gunnar, for your time, and we're looking forward to your next fight in the UFC.